everybody? It's Thursday. Hope everybody had a good Wednesday. Just wanted to talk about a couple things and to just kind of give some insights. A couple times I talked about presentation. So today I kind of wanted to show you guys the importance of cleanliness, the importance of presentation. At the end of the day, is your dogs are a reflection of you. So I just wanted to kind of show you guys a couple things that I do that might be able to help you guys out with your kennels. Now, it's important with your kennels, your housing for your dogs. It's important for the way you take care of your dogs, because at the end of the day, these are living, breathing creatures, and we want to give them the best. So these are a couple things that I do. Well, number one is I have some structure or shade for my dogs. It's very, 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 very important. Another thing that I do is I have something like this. As you can see, I sprayed my kennel out. These are rubber mats. Okay, so that way when they're in the kennel, they primarily aren't having their paws and stuff, or on the concrete. So it kind of keeps them well. If you go to rubbermat.com, you could get those kennels delivered to you. Another thing that I do is I have a water system. So my dogs always get fresh water at all times. You can pretty much buy these at any Petco or PetSmart. And what I did is I primarily have it just tied up to some PVC piping, and I ran that to my main drain and so forth. So it's kind of important to kind of have that. The other thing I have is I have a solid concrete slab where I have a drain, and in that drain is where can you see the drain? That drain is primarily where I could pick up my poop and drop it in there, and then all I do is primarily come and I spray. So pretty much it's flushed like a toilet. So if I came and got my hose, alright? So like, normal day I'll come, I'll spray my kennels out, get everything, all the pee and all the stuff going, as you can see, and all the water kind of runs into this drain. This drain is where everything goes, and then I can pretty much flush the toilet. So it kind of keeps, try to keep the place clean. It kind of keeps, when you spray, I can spray my kennels out. I actually moved my dog houses because I'm actually going to be changing some stuff around. So primarily, it kind of keeps everything out, everything right, everything good. And then you have your clean kennel for your dogs, no smell or so forth. I use Bronco spray for flies if I have flies during the summer, hot summer. As you can see, the dogs are relaxing. But it's important, because now when someone comes to your home and you want to tell them you want $10 million for your puppy, they'll feel okay giving you that because they see that you put some money into your kennel. Another thing that I have is called the canine condos, which are these. And primarily, they have trap doors where the dogs can go in and out. These are condos. They're about $250 to $300 a piece, but trust me, it's the best buy you'll have. I've had those things for 8 years. They're chew-proof and so forth. What's good about them is primarily in the summertime when they go in, it keeps them cool. In the wintertime, when they go in, it keeps them warm. It's the best thing in the market. It's the best investment you could get. Okay. Now remember, it's always branding. As you know, I'm a Remy line breeder. So when you come to my house, I breed Remy line dogs. So I wanted to kind of share that with you guys today, because we as a community, a couple things I always stress. We need to have a fit mind, which is number one. We need to be healthy, and we have to be able to transpire all of that into our dogs, Because if you're unhealthy, if your mind ain't right, your dog's ain't right, and so forth. The last thing is how you're living. If you're living bad, don't make your dogs live bad. You don't have to have a whole bunch of money to make your dogs clean, but just make them comfortable. Because now your dogs should come, they could all chill, relax, everybody's cool, no flies, no dirt, no smell. And when a buyer comes to buy a dog, he's going to be looking not just at the dogs, trust me on this, he's looking at the environment. He's looking at how is these dogs living. Because if I'm going to spend big money, I want to make sure the dogs are living well. I just kind of wanted to share that with you guys because I think it's very important that we take time for that. The other thing is have a feeding schedule. Now, I'm probably the worst at this because I pretty much free feed, which I'm going to stop. But in the morning I wake up, let my dogs out, I put food down, I go to the gym, I come back, let the dogs run, I get dressed, so forth, go to work, put my dogs away, come home, let my dogs out, and they stay out the rest of the night until we go to bed. I put food down or so forth. That's my schedule. I don't leave food out because a lot of times the birds are eating the food and you think it's your dogs and they're not. Also, if you leave foods out at night, you could attract rats, you could attract night animals in your yard if you're leaving food out at night. So I don't recommend that. Okay. Outside of that, I want to give big ups to Champion Bricks. I want to give big ups to Grand Champion Soul Train. I want to give a big ups to Rick Ross. And I want to give big ups to Champion Boss. This week is dedicated to you guys because you guys were the show winners. And we want to just keep acknowledging those. I haven't forgot all the other RKC champions. I will be trying to acknowledge as many as I can all the time. And just lead people to be breeding to the champions. I want to tell everybody I'm still on the high from the show. And I'm sure you guys are too. And I'm just loving the environment that we're in. As you can see, here's my shirt that Jesse Lee made for me. Isn't that a great shirt? My favorite shirt, man. So it's a lot going on, you guys. I just kind of wanted to share those thoughts with you guys real quick about just trying to get a kennel set up, man. When I was at the show and I looked at our community, I'm not going to lie, we look good. We look strong. We looked healthy. We look like, you know what? These people are moving as one. I mean, we are doing it, you guys. So it's, to me, is when people deal with the people in the RKC community, they know they're going to get integrity, they know they're going to get cleanliness, and they know they're going to get family. I mean, at the end of the day, that's the identity that we're going to have. Irvin show is coming up, you guys. April 5th should be a big show. We got another big show in New Jersey. Then right after that, we have another show in Texas. As you can see, we are coming, and we're coming strong. We're moving as one. If you can make the shows, make the shows. Totally understand if it's a little bit out your way and you can't. I get it. But there should be no excuse for people that can make the shows, because this is our lifestyle if you want to live this life. I'm flying to these shows. People are driving to these shows. People are walking to these shows. I also wanted to give a shout out to a couple things in the community. In this community, you could build your dream. You could build what you want to build. You know, I want to give big shout outs to Selective Kennels. You know, they've started their Smash line, and I just want them to know that RKC supports them 100%. I want to give big shout out to Hillbilly Kennels. And I don't know if they're doing this, but the train line better be coming. So if the train line is going to come, and if you do get it, remember, I was the first one to say it. The train line comes. You have 100% support here. Big shout out to Ramble Nation. They're doing their thing. Big shout out to Irvin that started his line called Church Line. If you feel you want to start a line, if you feel you're ready, don't be ashamed. This is not a community that's going to bash you on that. We will support you on that, but make sure if you start a line, it makes sense. Don't just everybody start popping up with lines, because then it'll be a joke. Put in the time, earn the credibility, get your name, get your line. You have a community to support you. So on that note, I'm going to give you guys a big salute, and that's a done wrap. Deuces!